Good afternoon, everyone. We are here at EXCON 2023 and we are having Mr. BKR Prasad sir with us. Let's start this conversation with a brief introduction of sir.
Yep. Thank you to the Construction Chronicle team for coming over. Welcome to the Tata Hitachi stall at EXCON. I've been in this industry and with Tata Hitachi for over 28 years now. Currently holding the portfolio of marketing function for Tata Hitachi.
Coming back to the company, what Tata Hitachi is all about?
Tata Hitachi is the market leader in India in the hydraulic excavator segment. We have been in India serving the Indian customers for more than 60 years. We started way back in 1961 in a small shed in Jamshedpur. And our partnership with Hitachi Construction Machinery, HCM, started in the year 1984. And today, I think, to the best of my knowledge, this Tata Motors and Hitachi joint venture probably is the longest standing joint venture in the Indian history. So what we have through our two parent organizations, we have the Tata is a household name in India. Leadership, trust, those are the attributes we draw from Tata Motors. And Hitachi Construction Machinery, globally, Hitachi is known for quality, reliability, technology. So these are the two values from both our parent organizations, which is what is a part of our DNA. And we have been pioneers in the market in terms of introducing newer products, newer technologies over the last 60 years. And I think we have been doing the right things, keeping in mind our customer requirements. And the customers have, put us on the number one leadership pedestal, which we cherish and will continue to work for them.
Okay, so coming back to the EXCON only, from how long Tata Hitachi is participating here and how EXCON is helping you to grow?
I think we have been a part of EXCON right from its inception. This is the 12th edition of EXCON, which is happening in this year. It started, I think, in the year 2000, if I'm not wrong. And ever since, barring one edition, we have been a part of EXCON. We see this as a very good opportunity to engage with every possible stakeholder connected to the CE industry. The largest, of course, being the customers here. We have all our dealer partners who are here. We have our vendors, be it operators, be it representatives from the defense, BRO, Army, their delegates are here. We have a large turnout from the government departments, they are here. So every possible stakeholder, as I said, is available here, and which is what we value a lot. And year after year, we have seen EXCON growing in its size and stature, and we feel very happy to be a part of this. This is one of the largest construction equipment festivals in South Asia. And yes, in terms of the business, we see this, since all the stakeholders are here, we see this as a very good launch platform for all the newer technologies, new products that we offer. This edition of EXCON, for instance, we have used this platform to launch the first ever indigenous battery-powered excavator, designed, manufactured in India. And we have another couple of solutions like the EX235 LCVR. It is a vehicle recycler, again aimed towards sustainability. This is basically to handle the end of the life vehicles for the recycling part of it. So those are the kind of technologies that we have used EXCON as a platform to launch. Our EX series range of excavators are very, very popular in India. So we have introduced a lot of value-added features into it. And under the new branding of Prime series, we have used EXCON as a platform and we have launched those models. ZAXIS is another range of excavators that we serve for the Indian markets. Those ZAXIS also, earlier they were known as the ZAXIS GI series. We have again added a lot of value-added features into the product, and now we have relaunched it as the ZAXIS Ultra series. So all our exhibits here have something new, something unique, all meeting the customer requirements.
Have you seen any changes, while participating in EXCON? I would like to know more about it.
See, EXCON initially was a small-scale event bringing in a few of the domestic players. Indian market was still developing those days. It was the development phase. But now, as you are already aware, India has now reached the level of being the third largest market last year. We achieved that milestone. And this year also, there is a very good growth that we are witnessing in the excavator space, in the wheel loader space, and also an unprecedented growth in the backhoe loader industry. So I'm sure by end of this financial year, we would have seen a positive growth over the last year's closing. So India is a very, very happening market, and there is a global attention of everybody towards the Indian market. And that is where I think EXCON plays a very vital role. So all these international players, when they want to look for a platform to get a quick understanding of Indian market, I think EXCON is the place. So that's the way EXCON has transformed itself from a small show catering to the domestic market. Today this has become the arena for grabbing the attention of all the international players. And I think that way the industry association ICMA is playing a phenomenal role in terms of promoting EXCON globally and making sure that all the international stakeholders use this platform to address the Indian market.
How Tata Hitachi is, adopting new technological advancements.
You must have seen our guiding theme, which is "Aao kartavya nibhaye, chalo desh banaye." So we are in the infrastructure building stage, which we feel is contributes immensely to building the nation of tomorrow. But I think there is also a very important characteristic of this nation building, which we are trying to address, which is building a sustainable tomorrow. So it is the sustainability drive which is driving our product philosophy. So in the last edition of EXCON, we had brought in the CNG-powered backhoe loader. And in this edition of EXCON, we have brought in the electrical excavator, battery-powered excavator. We also, as I explained to you a while ago, we also have introduced our vehicle recycler. So all these are, driving our product philosophy towards creating solutions which work towards sustainability. And that is as far as the market is concerned. In the back end, even in our factory and plant operations, we are working big way in creating all our operations in plant processes. We are striving hard to work towards sustainability. We are creating several eco-friendly processes and solutions within our operations. I would be very happy to report here that 80% of the power requirement of both our factories in Dharwad and Kharagpur is met through solar power. So that's the kind of focus that we already have in making our operations sustainable. Now we are taking that sustainability into our production solutions in a big way so that our customers' operations also become sustainable and we are able to meet our dream of building a sustainable tomorrow.
As we see, sir, safety is the most important concern for any equipment company. So how you are providing, safety measures or safety plans for the employees or customers?
So safety inside the plant is a lot more easy to address because we are working within the confines of four walls. We have the necessary safety audits in place. We make sure that every part of the operation, the safety is given the prime importance. In every departmental KPIs, the first KPI for every function across the organization is safety. We track safety, we track incidents in a very close environment. We make sure that every unsafe practice is immediately addressed to and corrective action is in place. The countermeasures are in place. So that's how we drive safety inside the factory. However, driving this safety in a job site, where it is a different ballgame altogether. So that is where we make sure that all the safety measures are fully equipped in our equipment, which we manufacture. So whether it is the DGMS safety requirements, which are defined by the concerned departments, or the CMM Act also has a lot of safety regulations in place. So we make sure that our equipment complies to all those safety norms right at their design, on the design board stage itself, so that we don't compromise on any kind of a safety. The third important element in driving safety is the operators. So there are regular safety related trainings that we conduct. These programs we conduct at various job sites: operator training, operator safety training, supervisor safety. All these programs keep running from time to time, so that we sensitize the operators community to this important aspect of safety.
Do you see any difference doing business in India or in the other countries?
Indian market is a very different market. The Indian customer is a very, very value sensitive customer. So it is a natural strive to provide the best of the features, best of the technology, but at a price point which is very, very attractive for or meeting the expectations of the Indian customer. I think that's a big challenge in India. The best of all my equipment, if you all the exhibits here that you see, have got the best possible features and technology built in, which is at par with any other global market. However, the challenge is to keep the price within the expected range of the customer. To that extent, I think there is a lot of value engineering that we need to do to meet this important price requirement of my customer. So that in my opinion is a major difference between an Indian customer and the customers in the rest of the geographies.
As you mentioned, sir, technology inbuilt in your equipment. So what kind of technology, like IoT, or you're using AI also?
Well, as you know, construction activity, nation building, infrastructure, all these, we operate in a typical brick and mortar space. We are not in the IT space. We are on ground. We are at construction sites. We are at job sites. So to that extent, the proliferation of these, fancy technologies will be at a much lower pace and scale in our industry. But having said that, the most important piece of technology which my customer needs is a live connectivity between the owner who's sitting in his office or at home and a machine which is working in an absolutely remote site, right? That is been the primary objective for us to create a connectivity so that my customer is able to get a live update on the machine location, its working, its operations, and things like that. So that IoT space is already very, very active. We have seen several advances in this over the years. Now it is not limited to just machine location or fuel efficiency and things like that. We have something called as a ConSite report, which gives a trend mapping of this asset, this customer's asset, and it compares it with the fleet of other equipment working in the similar geographies. So it gives a relative performance reports between the individual asset versus the rest of the assets working in that territory. So that monthly report, which is, we call it as a ConSite monthly report, which goes to the customers on a preset date every month, is something which our customers really value. It has been adding a lot of value in improving their operations, and that is why they see a huge value in it.
Wrapping up this conversation, what is your future outlook for construction industry?
I think I said that India still is in a infrastructure build-up stage. So we see a huge potential in the long run. There are ambitious growth plans for India as a nation. We are talking of a 5 trillion economy as a target. On the inaugural session of this edition of EXCON, we had the Honorable Minister, Mr. Gadkari, come here, and he has challenged us, the industry, saying we should aim at becoming global number 1 in the next 5 years. Right? So that's a huge challenge that he has thrown at us, and I think yes, if this industry really works together, there is a potential. We have the wherewithal, we have the technology, we have the resources available in India, which can catapult this industry to a much bigger league than what it is today. So we see a huge potential in the Indian market, and I think we are geared up. The growth drivers are different. Backhoe loader industry in India is the largest already in the world, and it is growing at a rapid pace. The mini excavator market is the fastest growing excavator segment in India today, and there is a huge growth potential still in that space, because there is still a lot of operations which can get converted from manual labor engagement to mechanization. So that opens up a huge opportunity in the mini compact excavator space. Most of the factory dispatches for all OEMs today in the infra range or the construction range are standard machines. But tomorrow we see customized machines as a major growth drivers. So that will be the growth driver for the construction range or the infra range, as we call it. Mining range again has a huge potential, be it to meet the energy requirements of India. So I think in the long run, India is going to be a very, very exciting and happening market, and which is what is attracting all the global players into India. So the outlook is very, very bullish, and we are all excited to be, to be playing an active role in this growth story.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.